Alright, hey, what's going on? It's Ben here, bringing to you a Mech Abyssian. Oh, ooze. Actually, ooze makes things really difficult because any battle pet pretty much you want on turn 1 you want to put in front of you so it can contest the mana spring. It's kind of interesting. It forces you to want to put something down on the mana spring, so actually, I guess normally if you put something in the middle, it's actually not too bad if you don't have a follow-up with 2-3 play. Well, let's replace a Shadow Sister. I could guarantee that he hit the swings of Mech-Z0r, right? But these all seem like pretty good cards. I think I'm going to go for the weird play as usual. If he goes for a center, then I'm going to try to go for this spot. This is just like a threat, pretty much. I'm not really going to grab Mana Spring, but I give myself the option to grab it if I need to. Also, I was hoping that he would go diagonal, but I guess he wouldn't go diagonally. I can actually grab both Mana Springs with these Wings of Mech-Z0r, which is pretty cool. Otherwise, I might just use a Wings of Mech-Z0r, then Darkfire Sacrifice out Shadow Sister. Abyssal Crawler, okay. Does he actually have a way to get rid of this? Oh, that's so bad. But that means I can get rid of both of these. Thanks. Alright, so I can remove this turn. I think if I go diagonally, he's going to attack the one next to him. Seems about right. So I'm just going to dump my hand here. There's no reason to do anything else.
Alright, well at this point in the game I get really confused about why I didn't grab the mana spring. Obviously, I did grab the mana, I just don't have 2 mana to play Shadow Sister. So it's totally fine how I played it out, but in the remaining game I think I complained about it a little too much, but it turns out there's no glitch, there's nothing, it's just me being a little silly about the situation, alright? So back to the game.
What? I didn't grab any Mana Springs? What the heck? Oh, so I'm going to have to use a Darkfire Sacrifice. It's not that big of a deal, but it's a pretty big deal. That's a huge difference having to put down the Wings of Mech-Z0r. Huge deal. Oh man, well I think I can just put down a second Shadow Sister and then I'll have infinite health, right? But that's totally unreasonable. Like, I don't think I've had this like problem before that putting down the Wings of Mech-Z0r doesn't give me a Mana Spring. Guess I'll just go for a second dose of Shadow Sister. Hopefully he doesn't have a Zenrui, although this is kind of a distinct possibility, right? I don't have Zenruis personally, but I am a mech build. I have 3 mechs. That's nice. Oh, that's some good landings for Wrathlings. Man, this is going to be really, really solid animations. So many sisters giving me help. Oh, Spectral Revenant. Okay, hopefully I can grab some kind of 1 mana card. I can get Mech pretty soon. And hopefully he doesn't have a way to deal with the Mech. It might be too late. I might just lose to Obliterate. Because he already has a lot of Shadow Creep tiles. I might have just lost because of that Wings of Mech-Z0r. It's kind of reasonable that if I lose to the Wings of Mech-Z0r not grabbing the Mana Springs. Because I really should grab the Mana Tiles. But, you know, it is what it is, I guess. Right up the Undervault. Next turn I do have the Spectral Revenant, which is really sweet. I can cycle this card. I have a lot of cheap cards, so this is pretty good. Pretty sweet. I can put down Wings of Mech-Z0r if I wanted to. Guess I should get rid of this Dark Spine dude. Give myself a little extra health. I don't actually need to remove it because he's going to hit into it himself anyway. I don't know why I put the Wings of Mech-Z0r there. It's kind of unreasonable. Oh well, you know, it is what it is. Not good that the Obliterate comes in 2 turns. I only get to use the Mech-Z0r 1 turn, so that's not good. It's kind of nice that I have full health, but I don't seem to have a way to deal with his Shadow Sister. Oh, I do have a Retro Banishing to get rid of that dude at least. Wow, that's a big guy. Okay, so I can do this, move this up a little bit, get this out of the way, Ritual Banishing one of these dudes, get rid of that, and then yeah, let's just put the thing over here. I just put a Mech-Z0r here. This is probably the most reasonable. Make this attack, keep these cards, these are all pretty good cards. I don't really need any mechs anymore, so I can just get rid of those when I grab onto them. Ah, it's a real shame that Obliterate is a card, because Obliterate will really do a lot to take me out. Because he can use the Obliterate to get rid of the Mech-Z0r, actually get rid of me as well. Alright, let's get rid of this Helm of Mech-Z0r. Not exactly too shabby here. Okay, so it's going to be the Spectral Revenant and a little bit of card draw here. Yeah, I could just lose to Obliterate here. Although it's going to spend its entire turn to deal like a little bit of damage. It's a lot of damage, to be honest. But that means I do get the initiative, which is not bad. It's pretty bad still. He definitely has Obliterate. There's no way he doesn't have Obliterate. Oh, he really doesn't have Obliterate. That's a shock! So he just loses here, right? 10, 18. I'm very close to lethal. Or maybe not that close. My hope is that something good comes out of this, but I'm not going to let that happen. Let's get rid of a Z0r. Don't really need that. Okay, gotta dispel this Reaper of the Non-Moons. How many Shadow Creep tiles is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, not quite lethal, right? I'm going to hold on to this Helm of Mechs. Because, I mean, I don't really want these small cards to come down. They're not really that impactful. Just rather have some kind of bigger card. More Spectral Revenants, more Reaper of Nine Moons, more Rite of the Underworld. So a few late game cards I do have. Oh, I guess he does have a distinct possibility of lethal. Not anymore though. Obliterate is what it has to be. Guess you want to see what's random. Oh, Primus Fist. I'm not that lucky. Alright, Mech-Z0r it is. Woo! Alright, let's see what I want to replace. I don't actually want to replace any of these guys, because these all are pretty good cards. I think I'll just put a Spear of Darkness over here then. Just cycle out the card. It's kind of useful to having, well, to have the extra damage, but it's not that big of a deal. I'll replace a Reaper of Nine Moons since I probably don't want to play that until like 3 turns later. This is a lot better. So this kind of deters them slightly from wanting to play over here. Probably isn't that much of a deterrent. Maybe it's better to just put it on the Mana Spring. I think if you put this Shadow Creep tile on a Mana Spring, it actually gets rid of a Mana Spring. Which wouldn't be too bad, actually, now I think about it. The reason why I didn't want to replace anything is because these are all mechs, and Imperial Shroud is really, really nice against Songhai. Although this is combo, well, it's probably combo Songhai. I've countered it once, right, but I totally wrecked shop with that. Ooh, Jaxi. Well, I definitely have the Imperial Shroud for that now. Whoa, is this guy a mech as well? Double Jaxi. That's kind of tough. I guess I'll get rid of the Ritual Banishing. Oh, 2 cannons. Alright, let's put down the Z0r and 1 cannon of Mech-Z0r. This time I managed to grab the Mana Spring somehow. Well, I actually won the last game, didn't I? Okay, so I have enough mechs. Oh yeah, I definitely have enough mechs. I might not need a chassis. It depends on what I get out of the Z0r. Actually, with the inclusion of Z0r, do I even need to run chassis? Maybe I run way too many mechs. Although this allows me to reliably put down Mech-Z0r on like turn 3, which is pretty insane. These Jaxies are still a problem though. Although the cannon Mech-Z0r can really, really help to clean them up. I guess the hope is that one of the mini-Jaxes land here so my general can hit it. Because these two guys don't have access to any of the mini-Jax. It's kind of brilliant that these guys are just 1 square away from the corners, so the corners have some value in them.
Alright, well, I was just really impressed for some reason about the layout of the map. Just like, Alright, so I made this little diagram. As you can see, the red lines, these are pretty valuable spots in Duelyst typically. Obviously, there's like the Mana Springs over here that I didn't draw in. Testing the middle is just something you want to do because you want to grab mana springs. The value of these corners and the side is pretty impressive because even if you have a minion standing on the center, you won't quite reach the sides, which means that it's super nice to have ranged minions and blast minions on these sides, which is kind of obvious, but I thought it was really cool just by how the layout of it is. It's just designed pretty well, I'd say. 5x9 is kind of odd, but pretty good design. Mildly impressed.
Okay, Tusk Boar. So he does have a way to get rid of this, which is kind of bad. Actually, it's really bad. I'm not actually sure what he runs. It looks like some kind of mid-range Songhai. Oh, that's a bad spot. Actually, not that bad. Because I kind of want to get rid of this pig as well. Which is not good. I guess it's some kind of range Songhai. Does he run Ancestral Knowledge or something? I don't know. Hard to say, really. Okay, so I could put down a Mech-Z0r next turn. Which is not bad. I only need 3, so I can get rid of one of the cannons. Unless I want to use the cannons instead of the chassis, it's hard to say. I think at this point I want to keep the cannons because of how many mini jaxes he has on the board. The chassis is not that useful. Sword of Mech-Z0r, okay. Definitely prefer the other dude. Okay, so 1 away from putting down the Mech-Z0r. I need some bigger cards now. I have way too many mechs in my hand now. I guess this is kind of a problem because this is an all-out mech. I don't really have a win condition apart from like Spectral Revenant and Rite of Undervault. Yeah, I've been more of a fan of like being a little bit conservative on how many mechs I want to put in the deck. Because having too many of the 3 drops is kind of insane, right? Cannon Mech-Z0r is not that great. Sword of Mech-Z0r is not that great. So I'd like to put in actually 4 3 drops instead of 6. I mean, the Z0r actually helps a lot. So maybe I can actually not include these guys because the Z0r can really, really help me out with the mechs. This guy is probably going to want to attack into a Cannon Mech-Z0r. Look how many ranged minions there are. This is a ranged minion battle. Whoa! That's not good. Really is a ranged minion battle. Alright, so this Sword of Mech-Z0r is kind of useless. Spectral Revenant, that's a really good pickup. But this down and this down. Alright, let's see who's a better range fighter. That's kind of a big deal. Yeah, so this game is all about controlling the range board. I have a few more ranged minions myself. Oh my gosh. It actually trades favorably. This is an insane deck. It's hard to say if I'll lose, because this Mech-Z0r is definitely hard to get rid of. He's going to need some kind of buff card to get rid of this at least. Although if he just has a killing edge and uses these guys to trade in, then this Arrow Whistler can really get out of control. Good thing I have a Spectral Revenant that can really, really help with the other ranged minions, as long as he doesn't drop too many down. Maybe I'll use a Ritual Banishing to get rid of that Arrow Whistler. Okay, it looks like a killing edge plan, right? Ugh, that's really nasty. Oh, he's going to try to race me. Okay. Well, I guess that is a reasonable race to make. Double killing edge, that's pretty insane. Okay, let's see if he can outrace me. I guess I want faster cards apart from Cannon Mech-Z0r. I want to win next turn, pretty much. I might be able to win next turn, actually, anyway. But a couple of... what do you call it? Can take me out? A couple of Phoenix Fires. Pretty not nifty. Oh, stop it! Stop it! No! He has both of them? What stinks? Ugh. That was pretty good. That was a good race. Good race. I wonder if he just like got off the top. Probably didn't. I don't know. Okay. Sure, this is probably non-aggro deck, so it's going to have to come down to a lot of different things. I'm really spanking for a Reaper of Nine Moons. Yeah, this is a great target for Darkfire Sacrifice now. Pop a Reaper of Nine Moons. Dispel will be pretty intense, but otherwise it's pretty reasonable. Oh, Ritual Banishing. I definitely need that for turn 5. Woo! down Sphere of Darkness first. See what I can draw here. I'll probably just be dropping that sword to Mech-Z0r. Let's see what I can gamble away. So I'll definitely put this here first because that means he can't blast whatever comes out of it. I mean, there's nothing bad that can come out. Yeah, talk about nothing bad. Yeah, he can blast List, so I think I'll just drop this here. Yeah, why not? He should have come down here so he can blast. Don't know why he didn't do that. Guess I'll drop this. Okay. Did someone say game over? Well, that's not a big deal. Just going hammer on him. I just kind of feel bad about this. Or I almost feel bad about this. Alright, Nimbus is pretty insane. Oh, Mar healer. Do I have lethal here? Yes, I do! Actually, not quite lethal. Ah, yeah, it's lethal. Yeah, just gotta move everything to the right spots. I'm golden! Woo! Reaper of 9 Moons! He's not happy about that one. I love using Nimbus.
Alright, hey, welcome to the end of the video. That was a Mech Abyssian, and that was pretty cool. It was kind of a continuation of the previous Mech Abyssian that I played, except this is a little bit more mid-range because I used a Lilith instead of a Casvana. I thought it was pretty insane with the Z0r. The Z0r inclusion actually allows you to run a little bit less mechs, or I guess it's the same amount of mechs because the Z0r is a pseudo-mech card, but I think that it's a lot better because you can actually run less chassis, less of the bad 3-drops that are in the mech decks, which means you can run a stronger curve and probably more win conditions. Also, as a 2-drop is really insane because usually mechs they kind of have to include some other 2-drops, but in the case of Abyssian, they don't really have a lot of great 2-drops, so Z0r actually fits it really well as as getting used to mechs to go on. And sometimes you can get some unexpected mechs like a Rex or even a Mech-Z0r in your plans, so Z0r is pretty insane, and I liked how the Mech Abyssian is working. Probably might play again, instead include some win conditions such as the Saber Spine Tiger and Shadow Reflection combo, which is so insane in mid-range Abyssian. So that's it. I'll check you out in the next video. See ya!